zone. Llewellyn knocks it back in. Ross Bottom scored the Bees' only goal last night. Balaz, cross-ice pass. Finds goodbye, back to Nags. Losing out possession, Higgins Llewellyn the other way. 3-on-1 opportunity for the Wildcats. Llewellyn looks for his man. Option back, tips in front, saved by Priest. Bundled in over the line. The referee has given it to Stephen Matthews. And the first goal of the game comes at 57 seconds as the Wildcats take the lead.
Well, they all count, I think is the way I would say that. It was scrappy.
If you're going to score ugly is the saying.
Yeah.
Chris Jones bundling it home over Griffin Priest.
It was one of those, it came loose. Griffin Priest.
Godfrey, in what can best be described as nosebleed territory for Sam Godfrey, was the man up ice. He goes to the bench. Antonov brings it up the right wing around Tower. Tower does a good job of getting in the way. I think the Lions might have done it there actually. Tower tries to go forward to Josh Shaw. Josh Shaw shot. Josh Shaw, brilliant backhander. And the Wildcats double the lead at 11:45. Sustained period of pressure for the Bees. They don't capitalise on it, and Josh Shaw punishes it at the other end. It's 2-0 Wildcats.
That is a superb finish from Josh Shaw, who he had a really good game last night. He looked fast and hungry for it, and yeah, he's taken this finish. That's a really good finish on the backhand. That's a really tough shot on a goalie with the size of Griffin Priest to go high there, and yeah, it's a really good finish.
Tower finds Sayers again around the net. Lays one hit, goes back to Tower. Cowley from the wing line. Calls it back to Tower, steps in. Shot in front, and that is a third goal for the Wildcats. As easy as you like. 23-40. And I believe that's Reed Sayers, but we'll see in the replay.
Looked like Reed Sayers to me from here. A tight angled shot. We'll have to see how this goes in on the replay. Or not.
Pre-season producer Nick.
But yeah, it's a well-worked move. But again, we said it with the Bees, where they were taking the shots from the point.
Producer Nick has found the third goal for you, everyone.
Yeah,
well, it's a tight angle. It's ridiculously tight angle.
It's a tight angle, and I have to say, I was going to say it before. Obviously, the Cats got the quick fourth goal there. It's really good work. You can't see it on that replay, but from Colby Tower, just to keep that puck alive and moving into Sayers' stick, because he fumbled that puck and managed to get the pass off anyway.
It shows that, again, similar to what you said, between the Bees' power play chances all being from outside and just blast from the blue line and tips in front. The Wildcats go straight up the other end, crash the net, and it's 4-0. 23-50, and Gerald Llewellyn goes to the right areas and smashes it home for the Wildcats' fourth.
Yeah, and
here it is, the cross-ice pass straight to Llewellyn. Priest has nothing to do about it. He's all at sea. Jones beats the man.
It's a good finish from Gerald Llewellyn. I'm just looking down the far end, and Griffin Priest has not got up.
Loose goes behind the net. Good work from Colby Tower. Balaz goes back to goodbye. Loses the handle, works way into the low slot. Mar makes a move. The puck bounces over Balaz's stick. Back to 5-on-3 now as the Bees get the extra man out. Balaz down low, finds Brendan Baird, and the Bees are on the board. 27-30. Brendan Baird gets his first back in the black and gold, and it's 4-1. That power play, it felt like it was coming.
Yeah, it did, and
that was a lot better.
It was a lot better. They got the puck much more around the net, and obviously with the extra skater then coming into the play as well.
So that goal is timed at 27-30. It's 4-1, and it's still 5-on-3.
Yes, for 45 seconds.
45 seconds of 5-on-3 for the Bees. Let's see if this 45 seconds is as good. Antonov at speed will skate straight at Berbers. Antonov shot! Brilliant from Vanya Antonov! Like London buses! Two come along at once, and the Bees halve the deficit. It's 4-2. Vanya Antonov with his first back in the black and gold.
That is a lovely finish from Vanya Antonov, and we can see it from the other end of the rink here, but it's a shot from a...
Nick, we'll work on it, we'll get those replays up in a minute.
He's got the puck into, there we go, he's got the puck into the circle, just where you want to shoot, and he just found that gap perfectly.
It's that momentary little move just before that froze Edgar's dead wrist for the millisecond he needed.
I will say this.
Hops will not beat him to it as Jones gets past him. Leaves it for Currently. Priest taken down in front again. Brilliant save from Griffin Priest. He had no right to get that. Sam Godfrey had the goal at his mercy, and the flying Welshman stops him.
He was like a giant salmon. that's a great save.
6'7" and then some.
Yeah, that's
He was here in time for photo night on Tuesday.
very important.
It's very important
to get those headshots.
Cross pass finds Precosdi back door and he sneaks one in over Shepard's leg. And the Wildcats get the 5th. Ballon Precosdi on the power play, 49-31.
The Wildcats go back to a play that we know very well from them. It's a similar angle probably to the Reed Sayers goal. Obviously this being a one-timer from Ballon. You look at the cross-eyes play, it goes kind of through Jack Hops and
over to Rossbottom. On his way round 1. Balaz goes back to Rossbottom. Rossbottom trying to go to goodbye, and there's the 3rd for the Bees. Good work from the forward line, and the coach gets us on the board. 57-53. It's 5-3.
Kind of felt that if the Bees were going to get a goal back, that was the line that was going to do it.
We've finally got the Bees' 3rd goal. Decent it working overtime. Balaz ahead to Rossbottom, slides it to goodbye, and that is
it's a lovely finish.
Easy.
Llewellyn and Whitfield both get drawn to Rossbottom, and it just leaves.
I think we can both give them. The Wildcats, I'd arguably say it's got to be Josh Shaw for the weekend. In terms of the weekend, he's been brilliant. Gail Llewellyn is going to be a force for the Wildcats this year, personally. And there we go, Josh Shaw gets man of the match again. He's been brilliant this weekend. If you get that Josh Shaw week in, week out, the Wildcats are going to be laughing. Yeah,
he's shown his speed, and tonight he got the goal that he probably deserved. And yeah, he's been such a hard-working player. He's going to be pushing more senior players, I think, in this lineup for ice time as the year goes on, which is a great competition to have.
We said it earlier in the night. The amount of the juniors for both teams were really impressive tonight. Shaw was up there, Druitt, Lipsy, Jamie Smith at the back end. It's an interesting Wildcats team, that's for sure. Yeah. As they will go for a lap of honour to the crowd that have remained on this very humid, muggy Sunday evening. And Wildcats, I don't think are back until, I want to say, November.
Yeah, it's a while, I don't know.
It's a while.
Head, but Russ Cowley's gone the other way to everyone else.
Yeah, Russ Cowley does what he wants, he's allowed to. He's retiring.
Exactly. No,
so, Wildcats fans, if you have joined us tonight either in the rink or on the stream, thank you of course, and we hope to see you back here or on the stream next time. And if it's a Swindon game, you can bet that Tom's going to be here doing this with me.
Yeah, probably. Most likely.
If you hate it that much.
No. Always happy to be asked.
Jerseys are still available to unknown. So man of the match of the Bees. Again, we said there's numerous names for the Wildcats, and tonight it goes to the man who probably should have got it last night. It's Adam Ross.
I didn't know if you were going to ask me to predict it, but he was the guy I was going to go for. I thought he had a really, really good game tonight again.
A really good weekend. If you get the Adam Rossbottom, if he's available for 3/4 of the season,
it's a big piece.
It's a big piece of the Bees lineup. Again, a lot of good players, a lot of good performances from this team for this weekend. Ollie Nags, like I said, first taste of National League level hockey has been fantastic. Jack Hops has been brilliant as well, and just nice to see the new players gelling in well, and it's only going to get better. Brett Shepherd, I should say, is probably the player of the weekend for me personally.
Yeah, he's had a really solid,
pleasant surprise.
Yeah, he's been it's exactly what you want from a backup goalie.
Well, the Bees will go for their lap of honour to the fans, knowing that even though the result hasn't gone their way, the Pulses have been very good this weekend, and they'll have to be very good next weekend as well. When we're back, I'm back, you're not, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm back Saturday night when we welcome the Raiders in the no-name derby and the Everyone Active Shield, its 3rd iteration. The Bees won it the first time round in 2021. The Raiders won it in 2022. And who is going to take the rubber series, really?
The trilogy.
The trilogy concludes. Are we getting Return of the Jedi or Revenge of the Sith?
I was going to say it's like Lord of the Rings, but 2 ice hockey games are significantly shorter than that.
I don't know. It depends on the referees, doesn't it? So yes, the Bees are back next Saturday in the last of their challenge weekends, and then we're back for our first league game of the season on the following Saturday, the Peterborough Phantoms in town. The National League season does, of course, kick off on the 22nd, the Friday night as well. Might make it work, it just will. It's quite funny. Oh, it's time to go away. Well, I think that's all we have to say for tonight. We'll leave you with the last few shots of the players on the ice. Tom, have you enjoyed yourself this evening?
I certainly have, yeah. It's always good to be here.